Yeah, 2 days ago I had a knock in my house, and what happened is when I opened the door, there were 8 Chinese police officers, and with these Chinese police officers, 6 were in uniform, and the other 2 were not in uniform. Okay, let me tell you before I explain the story a little bit further. What happened is at the end I almost did a fist fight with one of the police officers who was not wearing the uniform. Actually, the 2 that were not wearing uniform, it was one female and one male. And I guess the male was supposed to be the translator. As you've seen in some of my videos recently, I did post when I was going, there's a Chinese law that whichever address you move to, you have to register it with the police officers at the police station. Yeah, I did the process. There's a video when I went there to register. Now when this happens is these police officers, they come to my house, they check my immigration status, they check if I'm legal to be in China. Everything is clear, everything is fine. But when they're doing that, I go to sit down, then they're doing their checks, they're standing at the door. You know, some of them, they got an attitude, they'll force themselves into your house, believe it or not. So I go down to sit down. The guy says, I go like Chao Pian. It means come here, I want to take a photo. So I stand up, I go towards, no, I go to the door, just like we're talking about maybe 3 steps. Bam, I'm at the door. This guy is like, this Chinese police officer, not in uniform, says, you have to comply. That's where the fun started. Do you know, he's the only one who could speak English, right? Some of them could not speak English. So he's like, you have to comply. I'm like, what do you mean I have to comply? Am I not complying? He goes like, shut up. I'm like, who are you telling to shut up? So I'm like, are you crazy or not? He goes like, when I'm talking, shut up. So when he's telling me to shut up, you know, he's busy, he's got an attitude, talking to me like with an attitude. I'm like, is this how you talk to everybody? I hate your attitude, you know. Then he starts talking to his colleagues now in some Chinese, which I don't fucking understand, right? Then he starts like complaining, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, as the supervisor, can tell who's the supervisor, you know, the Chinese police, when they come to your house or when you're dealing with them. There's one who'll be in charge. So the guy takes a photo of me. He goes like, blah, 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 blah. You know, he's busy complaining. Now, I guess the guy was a little bit humiliated. You understand? Because I asked him, am I not complying? So I even said, why are you trying to intimidate me? You know, that thing, that attitude, you know, I know, because every Chinese police officer, they got the camera, believe it or not. They got the camera, they'll be filming everything. Then after that, they go review it. So I did play my cards right. And I showed to some guy, like, I'm not really scared of him. I'm not really scared of him. And at the end, when the argument got heated seriously, I thought about fucking really having a fist fight with this guy in the house. But I thought like, fuck. And with 8 police officers, are you going to win the fight? I wasn't going to win it, but I managed to deal with them. They took their photos and left my place. So this was actually the first close encounter where I almost had a fist fight with a Chinese police officer because of his attitude. Do you know, when these people come to our country, when the Chinese come to our countries, yeah, we do help them. I'm not Australian, you know, where they go to Australia, then they get, or from the US. I'm from Africa, where we treat these people nicely. We show them respect, we treat them with dignity. But when you come here to China, some of them have got an attitude. You know, that racist mentality comes from people who have never left their countries in the first place. Anyway, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment.